On their camera, man. Okay. Come on, open. Hey, Genevieve, what's shaking, mama?
Ah, ça m'en laisse. Moi, en fait, j'ai comme développé mon propre style avec les années, là, mais j'aime focuser sur l'aspect thérapeutique, aider les gens avec des problèmes comme l'arthrite, des maladies comme ça. Donc, puis j'aime aussi une approche comme musculaire, physique, autant que relaxante, tout ça. Fait que j'essaie d'aller dans un spectrum intéressant. Oui, ça commençait bientôt, oui. Bon, mais ça, il y en a beaucoup. Hi, Steve, how are you?
Hey, how are you doing?
I'm fine.
All right,
it's a great sunny day here in Quebec.
Yeah, it's you know, it's nice here where I'm at. It's high 70s, 80s.
That's nice.
Yeah, we got thunderstorms coming again here in a few more days. So enjoy them while we can. Hey, pal, what's happening, mama?
Hey, how are you?
Okay, how you doing?
Pretty good.
All right.
Yeah. What kind of incense are you burning?
What's that?
What kind of incense is that?
This is some patchouli.
I like lavender a lot.
I like lavender or frankincense when it's bedtime. I like patchouli, sandalwood.
Oh, I like sandalwood.
During the day, I like sandalwood a lot. I'll try my very favorite. All right, buddy. We're gonna hang out in here for a while. You know the deal. Oh, you're so handsome. You're such a handsome boy. Jai Hanuman. Shri Krishna. Out of here. Dear God. Come on, mama. Damn. I've got fans running in here, and I'm wondering, can y'all hear me okay, even though the fans are going?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, cool. And then maybe I'll be able to keep them on.
I had to turn off my AC, so let's see.
You have air conditioning, you said?
Yeah, I had to turn it off because of the noise.
Yeah.
So I have my frozen bottle of water.
Yeah. That's the beverages. Oh man, I opened the room earlier than usual. We still got a few minutes till we get going and let people arrive. You know what, Genevieve? I'm trying to remember. When was the last time you were in a group class? Was it last Friday?
Yep. Yep.
All right. So today will be pretty familiar to you, but more content. We're going to go all the way to sequence today. So, just the whole damn thing. Hey, Rhonda, nice to see you. Hello, Tony. Glad you're here. So familiar faces, new faces. This is cool.
I already called 911 accidentally, so it's going to probably be a hot class.
All right.
The second time.
Yeah. Yeah. You're going to be old friends here soon. Hey, Ethel.
Hey, how are you, Steven?
No, I'm okay, thank you. How are you doing?
Okay, thank God. Hi, everyone.
Hi, Ethel.
Hey, Amy. Good to see you. And Jeanette. What a cool name. Hello. Hey, Carol.
Hi.
Wow, the room is getting full very fast. This is exciting. Christy, hey, how you doing? Glad you're here.
Hi, good. How are you?
Okay. So we got about 2 or 3 minutes till we get going. If you would, make sure that I'll probably repeat it, but make sure you got your view set to speaker view. That would be really cool. And props, you know, for a long time, I never really messed with blocks. And then, I don't know, something in the last 6-7 months, I've become very enamored with blocks. So maybe you like to use a block. Fridge, tea, water. I don't know, it's Friday. Maybe you like a different kind of beverage with your asana.
Steve, can you hear?
I can hear. Can you hear?
Yeah, I wasn't sure what you meant. So you can hear. Is that what you want us to hear or not hear?
Yeah, I want to make sure you can hear okay. But your view on the mode for view, set it to speaker view so that the main image you see is me and my currently messy camper.
Yeah, I got that. But you want us
All
to,
right.
would you like us?
Yeah, you can mute yourself. If you don't mute you, I'm going to mute you, one or the other. Welcome, Susan. Hey, Christine, you're here. Cool. You know, I never really realized how messy my house was until I saw it on screen today. I better do some housework this weekend. Salcha and all, you know. All right. Let's see. I'm going to chat off. Wow. This is a big room. This is a party. So I'm going to start muting y'all out one by one. You know what, Amy? I still don't have the ability to mute that your camera device, the device you're using as camera. I don't know why. But that's okay.
Can you unmute me now? Or can you mute me now?
Let's see. I see you and I hear you. It's okay. I don't mind. It's not a problem. We're okay. Now, if you start having like construction or something going on in your place, that would be a problem. All right. Looks like we're rolling up on go time. You know what? I think I am going to turn off this fan. It's just distracting me for some reason. Get my little clock going. Hey, all right. Welcome everybody. Happy Friday to you. Let's kind of sweep aside any distractions, you know, devices that might need to be set on do not disturb. How about set a do not disturb on the mind? Just kind of allow some time for yourself. And we'll begin in child's pose. If you're not familiar with it, child's pose is just a resting, grounded, leisurely spot where we go hands and knees, push our seat back to our feet, to our heels, reach your arms out forward or sweep them back. But just come on, get down on the ground, settle in. We start to tune in. And we're gonna make a shift into yoga mode and start to do the actual yoga aspect of yoga. And we're gonna use our breath to do it. But first things first, understand what I'm offering you today is just suggestions, just ideas, suggestions. They're based on my experience and the experience of those who went before me. But there's no rules here. Your boundaries are based on two things: calmness and safety. You find anything going on that threatens those two boundaries, well, you modify, you adjust, or you discard. Those are the only rules: calmness and safety. So here's your first suggestion. Begin breathing through your nostrils. Did you know there's actual medical reasons why some cannot breathe through their nostrils? So if that doesn't work for you, breathe through your mouth. But if possible, narrow the breath through your nose. Then let's make it deep, rich, and full. Complete inhale capacity. Fill it up. Total evacuation of the exhale. Empty it out. And this takes some concentration. When we're concentrating on one single thing, like breathing, doesn't leave much budget for other attention to other things. So now we just have a simple little technique for quieting your mind. And finally, let's get the breath fluid and smooth and even. Like a mellow beach where the waves just come in and out, even and steady. Just breath is even, steady, smooth. With this quieting of the mind, this concentration, this focus, becomes meditation. And that's what makes it yoga asana. It's probably what separates it from any other physical practice that I can think of. We got a lot of content to cover, and we got to squeeze it into a small window. So let's start adding some creative movements and poses to this yoga of breathing and concentration. How about start out by reaching your arms forward, planting your palms a stable width, tuck your toes under, and then as you exhale, begin lifting knees, lifting your butt, straightening your legs, dropping your head, like upside down V. Our first active pose is called downward facing dog. Might be your first dog of the day, so a little knee bend is certainly appropriate. We'll take a few moments, a few breaths here, because you know the body is kind of starting to shift into this thing it's about to do. You know, after a few movements, a little time, endorphins will start to flow, your strength, your stamina, your energy increases, mind stays quiet. But it takes a little patience to get there. And patience, well, there's nothing wrong with practicing that quality. For those that might be new and unfamiliar, there's no rule saying you have to do every pose. Do what you can do. Don't do what you currently can't do. And understand that every bit that you do is going to benefit and nourish you. How about one deep breath in? Exhale, lower both knees to the mat and then bring them together. Open your feet away from each other. Open up some space between ankles. And start walking your hands back towards your knees as you lower your seat towards the mat. down between ankles. It might not get all the way down to the mat. That's okay. If this is a little fragile, if knees are feeling a little fragile here, it's early. Well, keep your weight into your hands and sit up as tall as you can. But if your knees are digging it and it's feeling you're okay with it, how about place your hands on your thighs? Now, right here in this Virasana, this kneeling hero seat, narrow your attention into your mat space. And you know, if there's something in the room that you feel you must look at that's just pulling your attention, take one last look at it and, you know, get it out of your system. It probably won't get out of your system, but, you know, indulge for a moment and then come into your mat space. I mean, I don't even really want you looking at me because I'm not going to be doing this stuff. I've already done it today. I don't even really want you to listen to me, hear me, but listen to your body. Speaking with sensation. Bring your hands back to the mat and come to all fours. Shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. Good. Point your nose at the mat so your neck is long and just extend your left leg straight back behind you, like you're going to put the sole of your foot on the wall behind you. Right knee stays on the mat. Left leg extends back. Pressing into your left hand, reach your right arm forward, kind of bicep to ear. Thumb up, pinky down. Nose pointing at the mat for long neck. Press into your left hand for a little pectoral and tricep and deltoid, some shoulder, arm, and chest. Then just begin to reach. Hand away from foot, foot away from hand. That's called traction. I can't think of too many more things better than this for your spine. About one more inhale. Just flirt with a little height. Exhale. Set everything on the mat, and we're just going to switch. This time your right leg extends back behind you. And just lifting it as high as feels appropriate. Engaging a little bit of right glute. Pressure in the right palm as you reach your left arm forward. For contraction, you just start pushing the planet away with your right hand. Like push it about 1 millimeter away and feel your right side chest muscle, shoulder muscle, and tricep, back of your upper arm. Feel them start to wake up a little bit. That's called contraction. For traction, reach hand and foot away from each other, just lengthening out, just reaching to infinity, like somewhere personal to you. Another inhale, perhaps lift a little bit. Exhale, set it all on the mat, hands below your shoulders, and step both of your feet back to upper push-up position. We call this plank pose. Now, here's a little secret. Anytime that you're in plank and it might kind of be too intense, you can lower your knees and you still get the same benefit with a little less intensity. Anytime you like, just lower knees. Now, knees up, knees down, either way is cool. Take a big, deep breath. Over the exhale, begin to bend your elbows, lowering down with some control. Let the biceps brush your ribs and come all the way down, flat to the mat, like pancake. Keep your hands where they're at. Release the tops of your feet to the mat. On an inhale, press in the palms, begin lifting your chest, pushing arms as straight as you can without lifting thighs. This is called cobra. Exhale, come back down, let your chin touch the mat. We're gonna do 5 in a row. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, chin comes down, kisses the mat, and then you inhale up for another back bend. We're just pumping some energy into the back side of our body. Exhale, right back down. Inhale for our third cobra. dos más. Inhale, Cobrasana. Exhale, right back down to Mother Earth. Now inhale. Come on up to Cobra. Stay up in it. Let's take 3, 4, 5 breaths here. While you're here, perhaps dig into palms and start pulling sternum and belly button away from pubic bone. Let the curve of your spine settle right there to the center, kind of upper center spine. It's hard to reach area. And while you're here, make sure your glutes are soft, like strawberry jelly on warm toast. About one more inhale. Exhale, come on down. Tuck your toes under. Same exhale, push the plank. Continue to exhale as you press back to downward facing dog. Ooh, just a couple breaths here. So yeah, we go cobra to plank to down dog. You know, that's a full push-up. And they're going to add up. There might be like, I don't know, 20 or 30 of them before we're done. You get to some point where you don't want to do a push-up, don't do it. Just go cobra to down dog. That's okay. You know, this is your practice. You are the arbiter, the final say in what you do. It's up to you. Now, if you're with me, let's move on. Take a breath. Push into your hands. Lift your tailbone. Exhale. Walk or quietly hop your feet to your hands. So you're folded forward. With hands low, maybe on the mat, maybe on the shins. Inhale, look forward, remove any rounding of your back, lengthening. Now exhale, long torso folds towards legs. Open your arms wide like wings, using hamstrings and glutes. Get flat back and inhale, come all the way up to standing. How about top of your inhale? Hands are reaching high. You're looking up, reaching out through sides of ribs. Exhale, fold forward, hinge at your hips, bring your chest to your thighs, your head towards your chin. Inhale, hands low, glance forward, lengthen. Exhale, palms on the mat, step or hop the plank. Same exhale, lower with control. Feel your biceps brush your ribs, elbows pointing back. Release your toes and inhale for that back bend. We just practiced 5 times. Exhale, chin touch, toes tuck, push the plank to down dog. Ooh. Nice. Now just a little heat, a little stroke to the spine, kind of getting it ready to roll. Inhale, tilt tailbone up. Exhale, step or quietly hop, keep the hands. Inhale, glance out for length. Exhale, fold, chest to thighs, head to shin. Arms wide, flat spine. Inhale, come up, reach high. Back bend here if you decide. Now exhale, hinging, folding, coming back, chest down, head down. And inhale, glancing out, lengthening. Exhale, plant your palms, step or hop the plank. Same exhale, lower with strength. Breathe into the back bend. We call it cobra. Breathe out to the down dog. Nice. And just one more, and you know, you can skip it if you want. You can be like, Steve, I'm going to take knees for this next one. That's all right. But if you're with me, try to move with your breath. Inhale, lands you in pose. Exhale, lands you in pose. We're going to kind of turn it into yogic dance. Inhale, tilt tailbone up. Exhale, step or hop. Inhale, glance out. Exhale, chest to thighs. Open wings, flatten back. Inhale, stand, reach high. Exhale, fold again, chest comes to thighs. Inhale, glance forward, find some length. Exhale, plant your palms, hit the plank, lower with strength. Inhale to cobra, gentle, free. Exhale it down, dog. Please breathe deep. Ooh, nice. Now we're just going to move on to something else. If you're with me, take a breath and press into your palms, lift your tailbone a little bit. Exhale, step or quietly hop to forward fold. Keep the hands. Take a breath in, lengthen out, find length. Exhale, fold. Put palms on the mat. The little knee bend is okay. On an inhale, begin to lift your left leg up behind you to a personal degree. I didn't say as high as you can, just to a height that feels right. Feel your left glute engaging. Now, once you find your personal height, now you can flirt with straightening your right leg, lengthening your left leg. Maybe you want to put your left hand where your left foot used to be. Some of us like to grab our right ankle with our right hand and pull our face towards our shin. These suggestions for refinements. It's personal. Now with some calmness, legs still lifting. Open your arms out like airplane wings. Begin to lengthen your torso forward and up, bringing left leg and torso higher than hips. And arms, the wings are reaching a little higher than everything. Tuck your chin for some neck length. And don't worry about falling, just worry about breathing. Now, again, our biggest trouble is the clock. We're running out of time. We don't get enough time in each pose. In fact, this one is gone. Take a breath. Exhale, put your hands on the mat, head down low. Inhale, left leg is still up there. How about that? Exhale, lower your left foot next to your right foot. Ooh. Take a breath, glance forward a little leg. Breathe out, then fold forward. Hands to the mat, bend knees if necessary. Breathing in, you start to lift your right leg up behind you. And again, you notice I don't say how high to go. You know how high to go. I don't know, I'm not inside you. Once you find your personal height, now let's explore lengthening, anything you can conceive of. You know, left leg, right leg. How about breath? Can we lengthen breath here? And real quick, just notice, are your teeth touching or is your jaw soft? With calm face, steady breath, begin to open your arms like wings. Start to lift torso and right leg a little bit higher than your hips. And then just lift arms a little bit higher than everything. Let's find traction. Slight chin tuck, pull, heel away from skull, skull away from heel. You're just like flying over. We're flying over San Antonio, Texas. It's a beautiful thing. Ugh. Now, one more smooth, even inhale. Exhale, put your hands on the mat, rest your head down low. Inhale, holy smokes, right leg is still lifting. Wow. Exhale, set your right foot down next to your left foot. Take a breath, glance forward. Exhale, fold forward. We're going into warm-up number 2. Pay attention now. On inhale, bend your knees and then simultaneously bring your torso and arms up high. You can sit as low into this chair squat as you like. Exhale, fold forward as you straighten your knees, bring nipples to knees, the hands and head down low. Inhale, glance forward, it's just a lengthening. Exhale, plant your palms, step or hop the plank and lower while you strengthen. Take a deep breath into Cobra. Follow your exhale all the way down. Chin touch, toes tuck, push the plank to down dog pose. End of the exhale. Just step your right foot up towards your hands. Just step and land your foot up there. Keep your left heel lifted, left toes down. Inhale, bring torso and arms up. Crescent pose, push left hip forward, push left heel away. Exhale, hands on the mat, runner's lunge. Continue to exhale, step right foot back. Lower, slow, and control. Inhale, back bend, cobra. Exhale, chin touch, toes tuck, plank to down dog. Immediately step your left foot forward. Right heel stays up. Inhale, come on up. Torso and arms reach high. You know crescent pose. You can take a back bend. Exhale, your hands go to the mat. You step your left foot back and you lower with control. We're not flopping, we're lowering. Inhale for cobra, big deep breath. Exhale, chin touch, push the plank to down dog. Woo. Oh. Moving right along. You might notice your heart rate rising now. We're starting to get a little cardio. Inhale, tilt your tailbone up. Exhale, step or float your feet to your hands. An inhale finds length as you glance out. An exhale, folding the length into your legs. Inhale, simultaneously bend knees and squat as you bring torso, arms up. Exhale, fold forward, straighten legs, head goes down low. Breathing in, glancing out, lengthening that spine of yours. Breathing out, planting palms to plank and lower slow. An inhale brings you to cobra. An exhale to down dog. At the end of your exhale, just step your right foot, just lunge it forward. Inhale, come on up as you simultaneously twist left hip forward, left heel back. Exhale, fold forward, plant your hands, step the plank, and take it on down with some control and strength. Breathing in, get your back bend, it's cobra. Breathe out to a down dog. Push up or not, you got options. Step left foot forward. Take an inhale, come up to crescent. Right hip is coming forward, right heel is going back. Exhale, your hands to Mother Earth. Step the plank and lower on down. Big deep breath as you lengthen into cobra. Full exhale as chin touches, pushing the plank, raising butt, dropping head, down dog. Good. Now, we only got one more, but you got some options here. You know, you can roll up your mat and call it a day. That's okay, you know, because you just got like 20 minutes of doing some stuff. Man, you want to feel good. Or you can lower to your knees and hang out in child's pose for this next one. That's pretty darn valid as well. Option 3, do this final one just like you did the other two. Option 4, move with breath. Bring mind into pose, into transition. In fact, make the whole thing just a breathing exercise. If you're with me, inhale, press palms, tilt tailbone. Exhale, step or hop. Inhale, glance and lengthen. Exhale, fold, head low. Inhale, bend knees, squat, reach high. Exhale, straighten knees, fold forward, chest to thighs. Inhale, glance out, lengthen. Exhale, plant palms, come to plank, lower with strength. Inhale for back bend, it's just an easy flow. Exhale to down dog, hips up, head low. Step right foot forward. Take a breath as you rise up, reach high, crescent pose. Breathe out, plant palms, step back and lower with some control. Inhale, bend your spine as you fill up with air. Exhale, touch the chin, push. Take the butt up in the air. Step your left foot forward. Now breathe in, rise, reach. Breathe out, plant, step, lower. Inhale, lengthen and bending. Exhale, chin touch, push the plank. You made it to down dog. Breathe deep. Ooh, nice. Now it's behind us. Let's move on. Let's do some stuff, all right? You should be warm, and if you're not, if you don't think you're warm yet, that's okay, because you're present, you're aware, you're listening to sensation. Just apply gentleness and moderation, and you're going to be fine. Inhale, glance forward, tilt tailbone high. Exhale, step, hop, glide, take feet to hands. Let an inhale lengthen out as you glance forward. Now exhale, fold forward, head down low, hands on mat. Inhale, lift your left leg behind you. Steve, we already did this. I know, it's just transition, okay? Open your arms like wings and start to come up to that airplane balance. Torso, leg higher than hips, arms wide. Exhale, tuck the chin a little bit. Now inhale, try not to touch your left foot. As you come up to standing, hug your left knee towards your left pectoral, left chest. Woo. Take a breath to reestablish some equilibrium, to maintain equanimity. Now, put your right hand on your right waist bone, and with the first two fingers of your left hand, you can take a hold of your left big toe. This may be your pose, you know. You can hang out right here, keeping your back, spine long. Now, if you wish, if you're with me, don't let the back bend. Just start straightening your left leg, but no rule saying it has to be all the way straight. I'd rather see a bend in your knee than a bend in your spine. Keep your back straight and just take the left leg out wherever it may go. Good. Here's another little refinement. How about roll your left shoulder into your left armpit? Good. And again, don't worry about falling. Just focus on breathe and feel. Now, if you're with me, start to open your left leg out towards the left wall. Notice your spine never started bending. It's still erect, strong. Good. Bring your left leg right back out front. Now, leaving the left leg right where it's at right now. Put both hands on your waist. Yeah. Good. Now, I tell you what, it'd be better to let your left leg drop a little than make that face, that look on your face that would scare mom. Remember, moderation, gentleness. Just practice touching a muscle here that you're probably not going to mess with a whole lot during the day. It's called psoas, right? Very important. One big breath, reach up, arms high, lifting everything you can think of. Exhale, try not to touch left foot. Just fold forward, lifting left leg behind you, arms wide. Back to airplane. Yeah, it's kind of cool, like a dance move, right? Find your 5 right fingertips and just set them on the mat, out beyond your right foot, kind of below your right shoulder. You can use a block here, that's okay. Good. Now just a little bit of weight into your right hand, a little bit of weight into your right foot. Start to open your left arm to the ceiling. Figure out, investigate, and feel, and decide how far you want to open your left chest and left hip. Continue to investigate and decide where you want to put your eyes. You can look at your right hand. You can look, I don't know, at the horizon. If you're feeling precocious, you can look at your left hand and notice balance. Once you find your personal spot, lengthen, open, anything you can conceive of. Now, without touching anything on the mat, if you can avoid, rotate right back to that airplane balance as you just accessed every fiber of right side abs. One more big breath, lift arms, lift leg. Exhale, hands to the mat, head low, breathe in, left leg still up there. Exhale, left foot down next to right foot. Phew. Take a breath, just glance out, get some length. It probably feels nice. Now exhale, fold, plant your palms. And as you breathe in, you start to lift your right leg because we're going to get to the other side. Now remember, it's just a transition. So how about open arms like wings and start to lengthen torso up a little higher than hip, leg a little higher than hip, arms a little higher than everything, chin a little tucked. Now take a breath as you come up to standing. Right foot just kind of comes out in front as you hug your right knee to right pectoral. Yeah. Take a moment to refine the balance and steadiness. And as we go through all this craziness, the calmness stays the same. You know this because your breath stayed deep and steady. Now put your left hand on your left hip, and then first two fingers of right hand finds big toe of right foot. Again, you can hang out right here. You're still getting balance. You're still getting strength. But if you're feeling like maybe some more, just start extending your right leg out in front. Remember, don't worry about straight. There's no competition. There's no yoga Olympics. If you're feeling something, this works. Sensation creates circulation, which creates regeneration. So if you're feeling it, it's working. Now, start to open your right leg out to the side. Yeah, and I tell you what, if you wobble and you shake and the balance is a little challenging, smile. This thing is working. It's doing what it's supposed to do. Bring right leg right back out front. Woo-hoo. Both hands on hips as you keep right leg just hanging right out there, floating in space in front of you. What the heck is holding that leg out there? What muscle is that, do you think? While you're pondering that, reach your arms up and take a big, deep breath. Now smooth exhale, fold right back to airplane balancing. 5 left fingertips go to the mat, right under your left shoulder. So it's going to be about at least 30 centimeters beyond your left foot. Put some weight into left hand, left foot, and start to open right hand up the ceiling. And do a little investigating. Listen to sensation as you make informed decisions on how far you want to open your hip and your shoulder, on how high you want to raise your gaze. It's all up to you, what your partner is telling you. Once you find your spot, now just lengthen whatever you feel like and breathe into it a little bit. Let your mind fall into those spaces you just opened up. That's right. This is meditation in motion, baby. Dig. Now, without touching anything on the mat, if you can, take a breath and rotate back to airplane balance. This is called asasana. One big breath. Exhale, hands on the mat, head down low. Inhale, right leg still lifting. Can you believe that? Exhale, put your right foot down next to your left foot. Oh, take a breath, get some length. About a release, y'all. Exhale, bend your knees, come up on toes, and sit your butt down on your heels. Yeah. Just looking for some creative ways to keep moving and keep touching and keep feeling. Gently, moderately. Moderation don't necessarily mean easy. This means gentle. You can keep hands down for balance. If your balance is feeling steady, how about put your palms together, thumbs at heart. Looking for that place of moderation. It's a weird thing for us Americans, you know, it's like right between too much, not enough. We're not chasing anything, but we're not running away from anything. We're just being, yeah. Now, if you're with me, interlace your fingers and start reaching up as you flip your palms to the ceiling. Biceps come behind ears and just reach to infinity. Distance between tailbone and palms, lengthen, breathe in. Exhale, bring your hands to the mat, straighten your knees, drop your heels, drop your head. Ooh, nice, yeah? Heel toe, walk your feet about shoulders width apart. Yeah, good. put a slight bend in your knees, a little knee bend here, and then just lift up the front of your feet and slide your hands under your feet to the degree where your heel is right between index finger and middle finger. And then lower your feet to where metatarsals, balls of the feet, come down on base of palm, toes are in your wrist. Now, before you go anywhere, understand your hands are trapped. If you go over, you're going head first. And it's sure, it's funny until it happens to you. So be mindful here. Now, with breath steady, feel free to investigate straightening knees out, personal degree. If you happen to find your knees straight, about a little bicep engagement, contract your biceps and maybe pull your torso down between your thighs. But, breathe steady, pay attention, be aware. And now just enjoy a stroke across the entire backside of your body. How about that? All right, shall release your hands. Bend, keep your feet where they're at, the same distance apart they are right now. Bend your knees and bring butt bones down, same height as knee bones. So nipples are on thighs. Reach arms, hands straight forward. So biceps are kind of behind your ears. And start reaching hands and tailbone away from each other. Now, without straightening your knees anymore, keep them right where they're at. Begin to bring your torso and arms up. And it might just be a couple degrees, or you might bring them all the way up. Yeah, it's challenging, supposed to be. You don't see me doing this. Now, let's do some refinements. If your butt came up, lower it just a little bit. Just take a breath. Reach your arms out long in order to lengthen the arms. Now try to bring biceps behind ears. And if you want, maybe just subtly take a look up. Good. Now, inhale, come up to standing. Reach high. Exhale, just set your right palm on your outer right thigh. Notice left hand is straight up. So inhale, reach left hand a little higher. As you breathe out, just take a little bend to the right. Your left arm stays straight. It starts to reach where wall meets ceiling. Good. And over a couple breaths, investigate the depth of your personal side bend. Inhales, reach the left fingertips. Exhales, lower the right hand. Yeah. Here's some stuff to flirt with. You can lift your right hip a little and push into the heel of your left foot. Whoa, what's that, right? Some folks like to look up at their left elbow. If the neck allows, some folks look to look down at their right hand. Inhale, come back up center. Both hands are reaching high. Now breathe out. Set your left palm on your outer left thigh. And inhale, lift your right hand a little higher. How about start pushing into your right heel right now? And as you breathe out, begin to take just an easy bend to the left. Again, we don't need to get there right off the bat. We can take a few breaths. We can flirt with it, get to know it a little bit, and then maybe make a commitment to it, right? The body will tell you when it's at that spot that it's looking for. Now, inhale, come up center, reach both hands up high, look up, lengthen. Exhale, fold forward, bring your torso to your thighs. Inhale, glance out, lengthening once again. Exhale, plant your palms and come to plank and take it on down. Inhale for that cobra. It's just gentle and free. Exhale, chin touch, push the plank to down dog. Breathe deep. Now, take your right hand. You're in down dog. Take your right hand. Reach back and see if you can grab a hold of the outside of your left knee. It's a three-legged dog, right? It's not the three-legged dog we tend to think of. And try to keep your dog centered and steady. And while you're doing that, Just kind of see how far down your outer left shin you can take your right hand. It might go to your ankle, it might not. Just go as deep as you can go without compromising the pose, without having to bend a knee or anything like that. And feel what that does. When you find your spot, maybe use some right bicep. Bend your elbow and just take a twist as you look up underneath your left armpit. I'm hoping you got deodorant because I'm going to say breathe deep here. Yes? Right hand goes back to down dog. Ooh, bring your feet together. Your toes, ankles, they come together. If your toes don't touch, it's all right. Bunions are pretty darn normal. Just bring them close together. All good. Now, begin to lean into your right palm. And as you inhale, roll to the outer right foot and take your left hand up to the sky. Did you know you can lower your right knee here? That's pretty cool if necessary. But if you're, either way, knee down or knee up, you're just in a side plank. Left hand is high. Whichever way, engage right side body so the pelvis comes up. Like you're going to bring hips up where your shoulders are, yeah? Oh. And now same thing with knee up or knee down. Drop your left arm over your left ear. Keep it straight and long. And if you don't mind, start reaching your left fingertips somewhere out there beyond infinity. That point where you feel left side body opening. About engage right side. Lift a little more. Ooh. Take a breath. Exhale, left hand back to the sky. Inhale, open your left arm, left chest, spread wide. Exhale, left hand down to plank pose. Pay attention now. Take a deep breath here in this plank. Exhale, lower down slowly your right knee to the mat. Oh, why are you on your belly? There you go. Okay, we're on hands, right knee down. Lift your left leg up behind you and reach your right arm forward. Yeah, great. It's just like Simon says, yeah? Now, I know we've been here before. Point your nose at the mat, find some length, take a breath. Exhale, bend your left knee as deep as you wish and reach your right arm back and grab a hold of something like a toe or an ankle or foot. Now, start using your strong left quadricep, left thigh, engaged, contracted. Use it to open your right shoulder. You get a little relief from that Vashisthasana you just hung out in, that side plank, yeah? Release the bind, inhale, straighten left leg back, right hand forward. Exhale, set the hands on the mat, step the feet back to plank. Beautiful. Stay with me now. If you're with me, take a deep breath, big breath. Now exhale, bend your elbows, lower with some control. All the way down, good. Inhale for your back bend, gentle and free. Exhale, chin touch, toes tuck. Push the down dog, breathe deep. Nice. Lunge, just step your right foot up forward. Inhale, torso and arms come up high, crescent pose, remember? Yeah. Exhale, hands come back down to the mat. Ground your left heel. Finally, we're going to turn our left foot flat. Straighten your right leg. Ooh. Now here you go. You're in the pose, generic pose. My job is done. It's your job to refine it, something personal. Here are some tips and some suggestions. Perhaps you can pull your right hip back as you push your left hip forward. Yeah? Perhaps you can contract thighs to release hamstrings and make legs straight. Press into feet. Here's another one that might be nice. As you inhale, pull your breastbone towards your right big toe. And as you exhale, just walk hands forward and take long torso towards thigh. Yeah, you find your pose. From here, take your right hand. and grab a hold of your right ankle. Big inhale, open your left hand to the sky. So that, again, just generic triangle. Now you flirt, you get to know it. You can kind of maybe slide your right hip under your left hip. You can maybe open your left shoulder over your right shoulder. You can reach that left arm to where the wall behind you meets the ceiling and just kind of like you're spreading nipples apart, opening the chest, just like you're going to split your breastbone, just opening. You can turn eyes up, eyes down, press into right hand, pull with left hand. How about lengthen spine by pulling breastbone away from pelvis? One more breath. Exhale, lower your left hand back down to previous pose. Let it find its way to mat or block directly below your left shoulder. Now start putting some weight into your left hand or fingertips and bring your right hand up to the sky. Some folks like to step their back foot up just a little bit here. You might work for you too. We just have the twisted version of the prior pose, right? So let's play. Let's look around a little bit. Can we lengthen spine? Can we now drive right hip back, left hip forward? What does that do for the twist? Where do the eyes go? They can go up, they can go down. But the breath stays deep and steady and long as the mind stays quiet and the body indulges in sensation. One more breath. Exhale. Lower your hand back down to prior pose. We're rotating our right foot to the left wall, bringing our hands down between feet. Legs are wide. Reach out and grab a hold of something, maybe ankles. Maybe you hook your first two fingers around your big toes. Some of y'all may slide your fingers underneath the outer edge of your feet. Take an inhale, glance forward, get length. And as you breathe out, use your biceps, bend your elbows and draw your torso towards going between your legs. Now here's a little tip. If you find the top of your skull on the mat, bring your feet a little closer together. Make some room. The skull touching the mat kind of looks cool, but this ain't about what it looks like. How does it feel? If it's on the mat, there's no room for neck to lengthen. Bring feet together a little bit and let your neck get long. Or let your head touch the mat. It's up to you. Just breathe. Now here we go. Take your right hand, reach around the front of your left ankle and grab a hold. Your left hand and your left forearm come along the back of your left calf. Now, did you notice your right hip kind of turn the corner? Just guide it back in line where it was. Now use a little arm strength and begin to bend your elbows. Use biceps to bring your right nipple towards your left knee and let your head just hang. The neck don't need to do nothing here. Let the arms do the work and let stuff open. I love this stretch. Isn't that a nice stroke, right? Breathe. Release that. Come down the middle. Put your hands on your hips and then flatten your back with the flattest back you can muster. On an inhale, come upright, shoulders over hips, arms out wide, point right toes to the front of the room. Exhale, bend your right knee, bring it over your right ankle. Oh, yeah, cool. Now, there was a time that we would hang out in this pose for a long time, but we just got a few minutes here, a few moments here. So how about start reaching your left hand towards the back of the room? Really reach as you push your right knee towards the front of the room. Good. How about tuck your tailbone, make the butt disappear. Maybe rotate your gaze and look at the fingernail of your middle right finger, the one we use for driving. Deep breath. Exhale, lower your right hand down outside of your right foot. You can put it on a block or fingertips, or you can be like, hell no, Steve, I'm going to put my right forearm on my right thigh. Options, yes? Left hand is reaching to the ceiling. Now, pretty basic, but let's make it dynamic with a little creativity. If you got your right hand down by right foot, push your right knee a little bit beyond so it juts out past your right arm, and I'll start pushing into your right arm with your right knee. Feel the heat beginning to rise there. Left foot, start pressing the sole of your left foot into the mat. Now, left side body and left quadricep, begin to roll them open towards the ceiling. Whoa. Keep all of that engaged like it is. Drop your left arm over your left ear, straight, long. And now start reaching your left arm. Yeah, good. So right about now, everything is like, well, it's got fire on it. It's tapas. Just breathe. One more breath in. Exhale, left hand goes to the ceiling, still engaged. Inhale, open your left hand back, spread your chest. Exhale, bring left hand down to the mat. Come up on left toes. Now breathe in and open right hand to the ceiling. What's your right knee doing? Did it try to kind of run away to the wall there? Bring it on back towards your torso. Press left heel away. Reach top of skull away from left heel. And use right arm just to pull yourself open. Find your degree of twist here. One breath, opening. Exhale, lower right chest over right thigh. Open your wings wide. This is an airplane lunge. Now inhale, arms and torso back up to crescent pose. Again, yeah. Exhale, put your hands on the mat. Runner's lunge. Lower your left knee. Take your left knee to the mat. Oh, thank God. Awesome, all right? Now from here, again, discernment. Investigate, use discernment. Discernment is intuition and cognition. You decide over the next 30 seconds, begin straightening your right leg and take about 5-6 breaths to figure out how far past the front of your mat are you going to take your right heel. How far back are you going to walk your left knee? It's up to you how deep you go into this split still here. And it doesn't matter, you know, some folks crotch touches the mat, some folks not. It's got zero to do with health. It's about length of thigh, length of hamstring. Some people have long noses, some people have short noses. Has zero to do with health or strength. Now take the next 10 seconds and figure out how far forward you want to walk your hands. How far or how close do you want to take your torso to your right thigh? And it might not even be like, you might want to just stay upright. That's okay. You might be using all your strength to keep your body weight from going too low, using your hands. Perfect. 10 seconds is about 3 breaths. Now, these final 30 seconds, just be still. You decided how deep to go, now own it. No fidgeting, no shifting, no moving. Just breathing and feeling. Good. If you'll allow me, I'll walk you out of this. Start to walk your left hands back so your torso comes up right. You can be up on fingertips. Before you do anything else, make sure your breath is steady. Now, if they're not already there, tuck your left toes under and straighten your left leg in order to bring left knee off the mat. Great. Now, with an inhale, just drag your straight right leg, your heel between your hands, Drag it back, lift your butt high, and take your right leg all the way back next to the left foot, leg plank. Ooh, how about that for some sweetness? One more inhale in plank. Exhale, lower down. Come on down to the mat. Inhale, cobra. Exhale to down dog. Now, I know what you're thinking. Thank God I'm not an octopus. We only got two sides, right? From dog, take your left hand. Reach back and grab the outside of your right knee. And again, without compromising anything, just decide how far down the outer right shin you're going to take your left hand. Find your degree of the pose. And from there, if you want to explore a little more, use some left bicep. Bend your elbow and just take a twist and look up underneath your right armpit. You know, right now, put your mind's eye on what are you feeling? Put your attention right into the spot you're feeling. Did you know where attention goes, energy flows? Direct your prana to it. Return your left hand to down dog. Walk, bring your feet together. Now, leaning into your left hand on an inhale. Roll out your outer left foot and bring right hand to the sky. And it's certainly a valid option to put your left knee down. Now, if you're up in side plank with the left knee off the ground, try to lift your pelvis up even with your chest and shoulders. Really feel the inner side of your left body. Drop your right arm over your right ear and start reaching that sucker. Reach the right fingertips. Tickle that wall out there. Just reach. Feel side body opening. Right side is feminine, stretch. Left side, masculine, strength, contract. One more breath. Exhale, right hand to the sky. Inhale, open wide. Exhale, lower right hand to plank. Now remember this, take a deep breath in. Exhale, lower slowly your left knee to the mat. Oh, I guess you didn't remember. That's okay. So hands are on the mat, left knee's on the mat, lift your right leg up behind you. Take your left arm out forward. Good. So yeah, we're right back in that broken table, bird dog. But let's enhance it. Take a deep breath and lengthen. Now as you exhale, bend your right knee, reach back with your left hand, and take a hold of something. And from here, you just start using your right quadricep, flexing your right thigh to open your left shoulder. Yeah, you got it. That's right. That's right. Just get the bind. And we're just going to use a little strength of leg to get a little stretch of shoulder. Release the bind. Inhale, straighten the leg behind you, arm in front of you. Exhale, set it on the mat and step the plank pose. Deep breath. Exhale, come on down. Chin, torso, thighs, everything flat on the mat. And then inhale for cobra. Exhale to down dog. The end of your exhale, just step your right foot up, lunge it forward. Inhale, come up, torso, arms, little back bend and crescent might be nice. Exhale, bring your hands to the mat on either side of left foot and ground your right heel, right foot flat. Straighten your left leg. It might be that all you wanted to do in life was straighten your left leg, yeah? Now refinements, remember we can start pulling left hip back, pressing right hip forward. Contracting thighs releases hamstrings and it allows us to get the hamstring stretch that this pose offers. You can lengthen spine by inhaling your breastbone towards your big toe. And you can use that length for a little depth as you exhale, walking hands forward some. Yeah. And if you're looking for Sanskrit, okay, what is it? Pars, Vat, Anasana. Pars, side. Vat, intense. Tan, stretch, pyramid. Left hand, grab a hold of your left ankle. On then inhale, open your right hand to the sky. And now that you're here, investigate. What can you lengthen? What can you straighten? What can you rotate? Find the space. We do three things in pose. First pose, we search for places to open up. Second thing, we open those places. Third thing, we settle our mind into those spaces and we just dwell there for a moment. One more breath. Exhale, bring right hand down to previous pose. Now plant your right hand below your right shoulder. And it might be cool to scoot your right foot up just a little bit. Sometimes it helps with this next version. Breathing in. Rotate your left hand up to the sky. And now just take a few breaths to investigate, to access, and to be with. Again, moderation. Right between too much, not enough. Not chasing anything, but not running away from anything. You know, if all of us use a little moderation, imagine what things will be like. Take a breath. Exhale, bring your left hand back down the previous pose. Rotating towards right side of the mat, all 10 toes pointing towards right side of the room. This time, interlace your fingers behind your back. On an inhale, straighten your elbows, pull your breastbone away from your pelvis bone. Exhale, breathe out, hinge your long spine and draw your knuckles up and over. Ooh, yeah. See, all that upper body strength stuff we were doing is now in the rearview mirror. It's behind us. So let's complement the masculinity, the strength, the contraction with feminine suppleness, extension, flexibility, equipoise, balanced forces, balanced energies. Release your hands, bring them on down to the mat, and take your left hand out around the front of your right ankle and get a hold of something there. If your left hip turned the corner, just line it back up as you bring your right palm and your right forearm behind your right calf. Great. And now those toned and supple biceps, engage them as you bend elbows and start bringing left nipple towards right knee. Let your neck be soft, head hang heavy. Oh, do you feel every bit of that sweetness? Blood rushing down into pituitary as we're opening up some hamstrings, some hips, some side body, little shoulder. Man, I wish we could stay in these longer. Release and come down the center. Put your hands on your hips. Access the flattest back you can imagine. And on inhale, come on up to standing. Continue to inhale as you open your arms out. Point your left toes to the front of the room. Now exhale, bend your left knee, take it out over your left ankle. Yeah, groovy. So we're in this warrior two pose. And time is short. So how about right hand? Start reaching towards back of the room as you push your left knee forward. And notice how that brings your spine erect, right? Tuck your tailbone under to lengthen, you know, make butt disappear. Now here's one. Here's one. How about spread your right hip bone and your left knee away from each other? See if you can, that seam down the center of your pelvis, see if you can open that in this really sweet lunge. Take a big breath as you look at your left finger. Now exhale, bring left hand down outside of your left foot. Remember, you have options, and one of those options is just go to knees and breathe for a while. But if you're with me, start pushing, jutting your left knee forward beyond your left arm and press it. Press the outside of the left knee into the left arm. Engage it. Feel that pressing. Mind goes to sole of right foot. Press right foot into the mat. Feel the inner right thigh light up. Speaking of thigh, as you breathe, begin to roll your right thigh open, your right chest open. Yeah. Now, all that stuff, keep it just like it is and drop your right arm over your right ear, straight and long, and start reaching those right fingertips. Capaccia, flames all over the body. Feel it. They're dancing. It's a very basic pose, but now we're hitting the edges and finding every bit. One more breath. Exhale, right hand comes back to the sky, downstairs, still engaging. Inhale, spread your chest, open arms wide. Exhale, right hand, come on down to the mats with it. Come up on right toes, and as you breathe in, open your left hand up high. Woo! Now, where's your left knee? See if you can kind of start bringing your inner left thigh in towards your torso. It can flare out a little bit, but if it really goes too far, it goes into a totally different pose. You know, bring it in with a little discipline and a little care. Now take a breath and open up as wide as you like. Big breath. Exhale, bring left chest over left thigh. Arms are out wide. Remember, an airplane lunge? You know what comes next. Inhale. Torso, arms up high. Push right heel back, right hip forward. Look up. Exhale. Put your hands on the mat. Lower your right knee to the mat. And then we say, thank God, asana. Good. So next 30 seconds, like the next 10 breaths, as you straighten your left leg, decide how far you want to take it beyond the front of your mat. Same thing with the right knee. Figure out how far you want to walk it back. And you're only going to know by just moving a little bit at a time and checking in, tuning in, awareness, listening, responding, giving what your partner wants. It's called intimacy. Yeah, yoga asana will make you a better lover. It will strengthen your intimacy. Now, once you find, it doesn't matter, crotch on the ground or not. It doesn't matter how deep you are in this, as long as you're feeling it moderately. Once you're at the spot that's right, that feels that spot, take about 10 seconds, 3-ish breaths to walk hands forward or not. You can stay upright, but if it's there, walk them forward a little bit or a lot, whatever your body's saying. Yeah, I like that. Now, once your body says, right there, baby, that's enough, stop and spend about 30 seconds, 10 full breaths, and just be still. Ooh. When I do this spot you're in, when I'm doing this, I find my mind says, hey, let's fidget, let's shift, let's move, let's do anything but be still in this extremely sensual position. It's like I'm starting to see something or feel something that my mind doesn't want to deal with. So it goes into defense. It goes into withdrawal. It tries to take over. It says fidget, move, shift. But I got the final say. I can say, hey, I see you. I think I'm going to be still, and I'm going to breathe. I'm going to feel. Awesome, awesome. Now let me walk you out of this. Start to walk your hands back, bringing your torso upright. You can be on fingertips, that's cool. Make sure breath is dialed in steady. If it's short, choppy, just take a minute to get it there. Now, right toes, tuck them under and straighten your right leg so the right knee comes off. Now, big inhale, lift the butt up, push into arms and drag your left heel right between your hands all the way back to plank. Woo! Isn't that a crazy move, man? It's just kind of cool, right? Take a breath. Exhale, lower with control. I promise we're getting there. Take a inhale into cobra and exhale into the final downward facing dog. Good. Now, if you're like me, pushing 50 or beyond, you might be a little exhausted. You can take a break. It's okay. Or even if you're not, maybe you're below 50 and under, maybe a little exhausted. You can take a break anytime you like. It's all right. This is a buffet. You're not required to eat everything. You don't get sick, okay? If you're with me, lower your knees to the mat, bring them together, and open your ankles. You know we did this one earlier, right? Start walking your hands back towards your knees as you lower your seat towards the mat, between the ankles, personal degree. You can sit upright if you like, plant your palms on your thighs and hang out here. But we've certainly developed some heat by now, and it might be that you want to lay on back into this, palms behind you or come down the forearms. And there might be a few of you feeling precocious that want to take it all the way to your back. If you do, just listen to your knees. Only go as deep as okay with them. And right now, enjoy what is, in my opinion, about the sweetest stroke I can find for my lower body. I'm looking at ankles, the muscles of the shins, perineal. I have a friend makes fun of the way I say that. Knees, thighs, even a little psoas. If you chose to go to your back, come on back up, gentle, mindful, no hurries, no worries. Join everybody who's still upright. And then just bring your hands down to the mat in front of you. Come up on table and cross your shins deeply behind you. Push back to a seated position. And just put the soles of your feet together with knees falling apart from each other. And then go ahead and take a hold of the outside of your feet and bring your heels in as close as you like. On an inhale, roll your shoulders back, lift your breastbone, lengthen the spine. Keep this length as you exhale, bend your elbows and come forward, bringing your face, listen to this word, beyond feet. Keep a long spine. We're not going to the feet. We're going to go beyond. You can hook your elbows into your thighs or shins and maybe take a breath and lengthen and breathe out and come a little deeper. It's personal. Find your degree of bending. Now, come on back up. Use your hands to bring your knees together. You're on the mat, cool. If not, set them there. Put your hands on the mat about 12 inches behind you and rotate your fingers away, pointing towards back wall. Your feet be about 12 inches away from your hips and about 12 inches apart. 12 inches is 30 centimeters for our friends not in the US. From here, just lean back into your palms. Take a breath and lift your hips right on up. Bring them right up, like right between shoulders and knees. Drop your head back. And if this is too much on wrists or forearms, rotate your fingers forward. But if it's okay, just let the shoulders and heart open as you engage some glute, some core, some hamstring. Good. Let the head drop back if it's okay. And if you're feeling really strong and your chi is like dialed in, reach both hands to the ceiling. Don't do that. It's a joke. Breathe. Good. Lower your seat to the mat. Let's bring Navasana back in. Lean back, fingertips pointing to the front of the room. Just straighten your legs, lift your pointed toes up high, and lean back on your palms. On an inhale, lower, let your heels brush the mat, barely even touching. Exhale, come back up. We're only doing 5, don't worry. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, bring them down. Exhale, back up. Inhale, heels kiss. Exhale, that's quattro. Inhale, legs lower. Bend knees if you need to. Exhale for cinco. Oh, legs stay up. Lift your breastbone. Bring your hands out front. So hands and legs, arms and legs are kind of parallel. Take a breath. And as you exhale, just rotate your torso to the right. And like your hands are going to reach off to the right side 45 of the room. Yeah. One breath in here. Exhale, stay here. Inhale, come back to center. And just exhale, rotate left. It's just off to about a 45. You can bend your knees, that's okay. One breath in, one breath out. Inhale, come back up center. Lift arms, lift legs. Exhale, set your hands on the mat behind you, fingers pointing towards butt. Inhale, lift your legs a little higher. Exhale, lower your heels down all the way. Lower your straight legs down. Drop your head back. Now inhale, straight arms. Lift your torso into an inverted plank. Rolling ankles together. Lift so high, hips high, toe tips touch. Hips and tips, lift and breathe. One more big breath. Exhale, lower your seat to the mat. Whoa, yeah. Bend your right knee. Let's set our right ankle on top of our left knee. Bending your left knee, put your left ankle under your right knee. And you know what, your right knee, it might be up high. That's okay. Let it sit where it sits. Maybe it'll involuntarily bounce. Wherever your right knee is okay. Tall spine. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, swing your left hand around your back and just kind of walk it up between your shoulder blades as you're going to scratch the back of your neck. And just let it go up to its own personal degree. Wherever it lands is fine. Bend your right elbow, and if your fingers touch, just take a little bind. If they don't touch, just grab some of your shirt. Same thing. Wiggle the back of your right arm behind your skull and just take a subtle upward look. Good. So we're getting 2 completely different shoulder stretches, right? 3. Release that. Let your left arm come out gently. Set your left hand out about 12 inches off to the left of your hip. Right hand is reaching up high now. Inhale. As you exhale, bend your right elbow. Put your right hand at your left ear and just pull your skull over towards right shoulder. Remember, moderation, right? Now let's search. Let's go on a search mission. You can rotate your inner left elbow forward. Maybe you can tilt your chin up or chin down. Think of massage therapists. They find that knot. They search. When they find the knot, they sit in it. So subtle tilt of chin, subtle rotation of elbow. Find that spot in the left side of your neck, your traps, brachial plexus. Once it's there, just be, just still, breathe. Beautiful. Next to the hips, you're like touching something, a place that we stash a lot of shit, man. So enjoy, indulge. Now let's bring right hand over the right side of your head and use your hand to bring your skull back up neutral. So let's switch our legs. Put your left ankle on top of your right knee. Bend your right knee and put your right ankle under your left knee. Reach up high, big breath. Exhale, drop your right hand down and swing it around behind you. Just start bringing it up between your shoulder blades. Bending your left elbow, those fingers come towards right fingers. And again, bind. Fingers can bind or not. You can use shirt. And just take a moment to kind of swiggle your left tricep towards the back of your skull. Towards personal degree. And then a subtle look up will apply some stretch, some opening to your left shoulder while your right anterior deltoid, front shoulder muscle is lengthening. Yeah, good. A room with like 10 different people, all doing same pose, 10 different expressions. It's the coolest damn thing in the world. Now, release, come out easy, yeah? You let your right arm come out gentle. You're gonna go ahead and set it off about 12 inches, 30 centimeters to the right. Left hand reaches around, grabs right here. And just easy pulls your skull over towards your left shoulder. Ooh. Rotate your inner right elbow forward or not. Rotate your chin up or down. It's all very personal. I got no idea where that spot is. Only you know. My biggest limitation is yoga instructor. I got suggestions and ideas. I'm not in you. I can't feel what you're feeling. So ultimately, you are your teacher. I'm just your instructor. Your experience is your teacher. We'll release that. Come on up, reach high. Exhale. How about set hands down inside? Release your legs out in front of you just for a minute. Now take a cross-legged seat of your choice. You can have heels at groin with ankles stacked, Siddhasana. You can be Sukhasana, crisscross applesauce. Some folks want to be Padmasana, lotus. It's up to you. Just get grounded. Now let's take index finger and thumb together, tips of them, and place the backs of your hands, knees, thighs. Shoulder blades roll down in the back pockets, and then make your spine erect with a little bit of back muscle. Tuck your chin without bending your neck so that the neck is long. Bring your eyes, stare at the tip of your nose. Let your eyelids be heavy And as you go cross-eyed, staring at the tip of your nose, the sensation you're feeling, your optic nerve here. Stay in that. Use toilet muscles. Lift your pelvic floor. Rest the top of your tongue against the roof of your mouth and begin to use your belly muscles to move air. It's going to sound like a vacuum cleaner or Darth Vader, scuba diver, an audible, strong sound. It's not forceful, it's not aggressive, it's strong, it's full. Keep eyes on nose, muscles engaged, breath steady, 10 full breathing cycles. Let your eyes go straight again. Make your way to your back, please. Once you're on your back, how about hug both of your knees into your chest? With your right knee, keep it at your right chest. Lay your left leg out long. Just let it hit the mat. Stretch it out. Open your right arm like a wing. And if you have the room, let's start out with your right arm out straight, elbow straight. Take a breath. Exhale. Rotate your head to the right. Bring your knee over to the left. Exhale all through this twist. Good. And now once you're there, if you want to get a little more rotation, external shoulder rotation, keep the back of your hand against the floor and bend your elbow 90 degrees or so. It's just a very subtle extra rotation. It's not extreme. It's subtle. I just wanted you to feel that, play with it. Mind is still quiet. Concentration on breath. Focus, concentration allows us to fully experience the experience. You know, smart guy, real smart guy said, all wisdom comes from experience. Everything else is just information. So let's experience fully. My instructor calls it sucking the juice out of every moment life offers. Getting everything that it has to offer, whether joyful, sad, whatever, fully experience, because you're only there while you're there. Hey, come on back to the center and hug both knees. And with your left one, keeping it tucked in, hugged in, extend your right leg out and lay it on the mat. You're going to open your left arm like wing, elbow straight to start with, and then just use your right hand. Take a breath. As you exhale, turn your gaze to the left and bring your knee over to the right. You got it. Very nice. That's it. You got it. Good. And now once you're there, it's kind of up to you. You want an extra little touch to the shoulder, just start to keep back of left hand on the mat and start to bend your elbow. See if you notice. I kind of feel it where my collarbone and my shoulder bone touch, the AC joint. For me, it kind of helps with impingement. It just gives a little bit of touch there. You might be like, Steve, I didn't feel a damn thing. No, we're all a little different, right? We're one universal energy in a whole bunch of different suits. Come back centered. Hug both knees in. And now take this tuck, this cannonball is, bring it in as close as you can. You might be holding hamstrings. Maybe hands are on shins. Perhaps you can wrap your arms all the way around beyond shins and grab a hold of elbows. Bring cheekbones towards knees. If they touch, great. If they don't, great. Personal degree. Tuck it in as close as you can. And let's squeeze everything in case we miss something. Toe muscles, engage those. Shin muscle, calf muscle, thigh muscle. I know we hit toilet muscle, but go ahead and squeeze that while again. Pull belly button to spine. How about pull belly button up behind your solar plexus? Yeah, good. Here's one. Pull your ears back against your skull. Teeth still ain't touching. Leave your jaw soft. Now with everything engaged, one big inhale, like a big rip off a bong. Full inhale. Now exhale, release and extend everything out. Let arms and legs melt into the mat. We call Savasana. We've just spent 93 minutes preparing for this peak pose. So take some time. Let your breath go back to just normal. No more deep breathing, no more intentional breathing. Let it move naturally. Run your mind's eye all over your body. Notice the sensation, the millions and billions of trillions of little pops that are so fast, it feels like a streaming flow of sensation. And as thoughts enter, just watch them pass by like clouds in the sky. That's what Ram does. I encourage you to just stay just like this, right where you are. 10, 15, 20, as long as you want. Just be here right now. I leave you with your breath, offering to you my gratitude and my love. Oh, Shanti, Shanti.